Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for watching, tuning in, and listening. This reading is going to be for January 2022 for the zodiac sign of Leo. My readings don't look like they always do. They are very intuitive. I'll provide you the meaning of the tarot card, but any intuitive messages that I receive as well. I do encourage you to check out your sun, moon, and rising because it's going to help you get the full picture. But in column 1, we're going to take a look at what happened in the last few weeks or month. So things that are wrapping up, coming to a close. Column 2 is just going to be general January for you. Then we're going to do a column on money, a column on love, and we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guide. So something for you to carry into January with you. I do have a new deck of cards. With that being said, let's go and jump in. Hopefully you enjoy them. This is still going to be like a summary of what's going on. We have magnetism. So this is like attracting things to yourself. So I feel like this is very much so like what you want, you will receive. What you ask for, you will receive. So some of you very well could have been feeling that energy, Leo. But let's clarify and see what we got going on. The first card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very resourceful person. This also is a card of fertility. Some of you could have found out that your family is growing. You could be pregnant. Very much so a card of fertility. The cat is coming to visit us. Sorry about that. Come here, sweetheart. Yes. But it also could be just being resourceful. So you might have found yourself being quite resourceful at the end of 2021. Then we have the Strength card, Leo. With the Strength card, this is always a great card to have. This is self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. And with the Lion on here, this is very much so a card of courage. So whatever you're facing, I feel like you are very strong in what you are facing. Then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is typically not a very good relationship. This is kind of like a bully type relationship. It could be violent, it could be abusive. It just indicates a not very positive relationship. Let's clarify this though and see what messages we have coming through here. The first card that we have is the Chariot card. Somebody once described this to me as the Vroom Vroom card. But this is action and change. You're on a journey. Some of you could have got a new vehicle, but typically it's like you're going somewhere. And sometimes with the Chariot, if you look, there is the castle behind you and you're kind of leaving the city that you know. So you could be on a journey and not necessarily know where you're going. The nice thing about the Chariot is just kind of rest assured that it's taking you to the right place. For some of you, you could be moving into a much more resourceful time, or again, your family could be expanding. Kind of trust that that is the right journey. Again, could be new car as well. Then we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmares, kind of anxiety. It could be grief or depression. You see this person is like sitting up in bed worried about something. So some of you could have very well been stressed out, but it's on top of the Strength card. So I want to say that you were very strong through whatever you were facing, Leo. You had that self-love, that unconditional love, the courage to get through what you were facing. But I do see some of you possibly having some sleepless nights. I'm not going to deny the fact that there was probably some challenges for some of you in the last few weeks or month. Then we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a very romantic love. It's a partnership card. It's proposal, marriage. I'm just going to say that with the Five of Swords being there, I feel like there's a possibility that like a not very good relationship did end. It does feel like it's kind of like a love interest, so it could have been boyfriend, girlfriend, husband or wife. That wasn't a good relationship. It could be coworker or friend though too, but it was definitely some sort of partnership that was not good to you. Now let's take a look at what's coming for you in January. The nice thing about this is we get to leave all this behind. We get to move forward. So general January. We have the message, ready but waiting. So this is interesting. You might be wanting to pull the trigger on something, Leo, and it just might not be the time to do so. So you might feel that you're ready for something, but you have to continue to wait in the month of January. But let's pull some cards and clarify what we got going on. So the first card that we have is the Empress card. This is a card, again, of pregnancy and fertility. It's a good parenting card as well. So there's a chance that some of you are expanding your family. The Empress, though, is also a card of creation and abundance. So you might be ready to create something and the universe is telling you you can't pull the trigger quite yet. Of course, we're going to clarify that. Then we have the Two of Wands. Makes total sense. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting. It's waiting for results. It could also be travel or having to make a decision, but for some reason you're going to be waiting. Hopefully we can pin that down a little bit further for you, Leo. Then we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. It can also be a card of surgery. Some of you could be having a surgery. This very directly ties the card to the left of it. So we are going to be grieving this relationship or being sad about whatever this relationship that ended, this not very good relationship. And that's okay. We do have to work through any feelings as we get them, but some of you could be getting divorced, or you could just be feeling kind of heartbreak from that relationship or friendship ending. But let's clarify this a little bit further and see what we got going on. So the first card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity. It's kind of making a final decision. It's living into your life's purpose. It's on top of the Empress card. So I feel like whatever you're creating currently is going to be very abundant, but is very much so your life purpose, Leo. Whatever this thing is, although we're having to wait on it, it's quite meaningful. Very, very meaningful, very, very important. With the Judgment card, I do think there's probably a decision around it too, is what I'm going to say. But creating something definitely very abundant there. Then we have the Moon card. The Moon card is sometimes unforeseen problems that you kind of just need to trust your intuition from. And what's coming through is like there are going to be small bumps in the road that cause you to wait. Again, waiting is kind of the message coming in. So little things might be popping up. Maybe you're starting a business and you realize you need another permit from the county to move forward. Or you're wanting to get promoted at work, but now there's a 3-week project that you have to finish before you can take your promotion. So I feel like there's something that you're ready for, but the world is kind of like popping up with little things that you have to do first. Do stay patient, trust your intuition. The Judgment card is always favorable to you, so it is going to be quite favorable for you. Then on the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. This can be a card of commitment issues or having too many choices. So let's talk this through. That bad relationship ending could have been a commitment issue, but for some of you also, you could be feeling this Three of Swords energy, this kind of low feelings because you could just have too many options. Like you're wanting to pull the trigger on something and you just can't because there's too many things that need to be worked through. So I do feel like you're going to be making progress, Leo, but you kind of are waiting and you're having to work through these things that they pop up. Let's move into our next column, which is money focus. So this is anything related to money. This could be your job, career, finances. It could be businesses you own or run, investments, really anything related to money. Okay. The first card that we have is the Three of Cups. This is a card of friendship. It's also a card of celebration, and it could be a circle of support. You see these people standing here in a circle. I think something will be celebrated for you in January related to work. It could be that promotion we were talking about a little bit earlier, that new job. You could also just be well supported too. You could have some very good friends at work. The next card we have is the Death card. This doesn't mean that you're going to die. The Death card actually is a really wonderful card. It indicates big changes. It indicates an ending to something. It's moving on to something new and beautiful. It's kind of like a rebirth or transformation. You see between the two buildings in the back there, the sun is peeking through. So it is actually very, very good. So there's going to be some sort of transformation. This could be you starting a business. This could be you accepting a new job. This could be the way your business runs is fully transforming, or your job function is transforming, but it's going to be a good thing. Then at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Swords. I personally like the Eight of Swords because I can use this as like a kind of caution to you. So the Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposition, restrictions, isolation, but again, it's self-imposed. So when I look at this card, this person's blindfolded, their arms are bound down, they're like tied down. But if you look, there are swords stuck into the ground all over. And this person can very easily scoot back and cut themselves free because there are swords stuck in the ground where you can cut yourself free on. So I would say that you need to make sure that you're not limiting yourself when it comes to money or promotion or advancement in January, Leo. But let's clarify and see what messages we have coming in. So we have a 3-on-3 here. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. It's expansion. Again, I do really feel like some of you are going to have a significant transformation and or expansion in your business, especially if you own a business. And it's on top of the Three of Cups, which is that kind of circle of support. So teamwork, support, collaboration is really coming in strong for you. You could also be traveling for work, but I feel like your business, like you're well supported, you have a good group, you could have a good group of coworkers. It's overall well supported. Teamwork is important in January. Take that how it resonates, but a connection to other people seems quite important. We have another 3 card, 333 there for you, Leo. We have the Three of Swords. This is again that heartbreak, divorce, loss, kind of sad feelings. Some of you could be grieving this change and it's not a bad thing, but you need to rest assured that this change is the right thing. Maybe you own a business and you sell flowers, and now all of a sudden you're going to start selling candy, and you're kind of sad that you're letting go of flowers, but selling candy is the correct thing to do. Obviously, that's just a very super random example, but trust this transition because this transition is the right thing for you. And then we have the Three of Cups again, hitting that home with that circle of support, that collaboration. I do think things will be celebrated too. The message that's coming through, because we're on top of the Eight of Swords, is like, Leo, you kind of are giving off the vibe that like, you don't like to delegate. You like to hold tight to everything. So you need to trust those around you and let go of some things. Otherwise, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be kind of boxing yourself in. So trust this circle of support. In the next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. So this could be family, friends, relationships, children, anything love. Woohoo! Starting out the love column strong. Say hello to the kitty again. Sorry. So the first card that we have is the Lover's card. Great card to have in the love column, of course. The Lover's card is partnership. It's a deep love. It's strength between two people. If you are looking to get in a relationship, I would say that this is a great card. If you're in an existing relationship, I would say this is a wonderful card as well. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, delayed success, waiting. So you planted your pentacles and now you're literally like sitting there waiting for them to grow. So you could be waiting for something in your relationship. We'll clarify this some more, but definitely waiting energy is coming through there. Then we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry or challenges or small obstacles. However, I say small because if you look at this card, they're fighting with wands. They're not fighting with swords. So it's typically like little things, if that makes sense. So you might have like some small bumps in your relationship in the next month or so. It's nothing minor or nothing major though. I don't think it will be derailing anything. Okay, then at the top there, we have the Hangman on top of the Lover's card. The Hangman is very much so like a stagnant energy. It's again waiting. So we have that Seven of Pentacles. something is stagnant in the relationship front for you. I'm not sure what, like if you are waiting for a baby, if you're waiting for the right person to come along, if you're waiting for the next move, maybe you're waiting for financing on a house to come through. There's some sort of waiting for you going on, Leo, though. And it's definitely related to the love matters on top of that Lover's card there. Then we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance, harmony, patience. Patience is going to be the word that sticks here. I don't know what you're waiting on, but the message is to continue to be patient, Leo. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I hate to be that person, but that's the message you're getting. Then we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is going within for clarity. It's really being on a quest, and oftentimes it's like a quest for personal truth. Some of you might be having like conflicting feelings is what I'm going to say. And it might not even be about your spouse, but it might be like conflicting feelings about what you want. With the Hermit, it's really, again, that personal journey and understanding. So when you go within for clarity, you might be feeling some conflict. Again, I don't think it's huge. And as you do hit some bumps in the road, make sure that you're like focusing on what you want and you're going within for clarity. So now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, and that's going to be on message from our future self or spirit guide. So this is something for you to carry into January. The card we have is friction. So I think that things, again, may not be going quite the way you want them to go, Leo. We're going to clarify this. The other thing with friction, though, this is like a card of heating up. And like it's getting things moving, getting things going. So friction is not always a bad thing. But let's pull some cards and see what the message we have here. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very creative, very free-spirited. So I feel like you are probably going to want to be more creative than January is going to allow you to be, Leo. That's the message that's coming with that card, but we'll talk that through a little bit further. Then we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is, again, this not good relationship I feel like that we're moving away from. There's like theft, betrayal, dishonesty. It's running away. It's moving away from something. So I do think some of you are moving away from that relationship. We'll clarify. We're moving on from something here is what's coming through. Then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is, again, that teamwork card, that collaboration, that expansion. Could be travel. But I feel like this is kind of echoing messages that we've already heard. But let's clarify and see what we got going on. Two Queen cards coming through for you. First one we have is the Queen of Pentacles. This is, again, a card of fertility. We had some fertility cards earlier, so just echoing that. But this is very resourceful. And that's on top of our Knight of Wands, which is very creative. So I feel like you're going to be very resourceful. You're going to be very creative. We're just kind of waiting for that to get cut free, and then you are going to be abundantly resourceful and abundantly creative. We have the Tower card. The Tower card is an unwanted change, potentially. What I'm going to say about this is this ending or this relationship conflict definitely shocked you. And possibly you didn't want it to end. We have to keep in mind that things end for a reason. There could have been friction in that relationship. The Tower card, although unwanted, is always good for you. These Tower moments are meaningful and take you to their correct place. Then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. And that's going to echo that circle of support that we were talking about before. Very collaborative, very teamwork, very well supported. The Queen of Swords is just echoing that these people are here to nurture you, here to help you, here to support you. Overall, I think things look really good, Leo. But yeah, at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. And we're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck here. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Queen of Diamonds. This is number 12 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 10 of Diamonds. This is number 8 card. This is going to be a no. And for question number 3, we have the 5 of spades. This is the number 6 card. This is going to be a no. So we have yes, no, no for you, Leo. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal you can carry throughout the month of January. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your desk, put it on your nightstand. The card that you have is Period. This is very tolerant. It allows for mistakes, but it helps you know your self-worth. It helps keep you open-minded, and it helps keep you quite authentic. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from the Healing Notes deck. We all need more healing, so let's look at your healing note. You are filled with the healing love. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. I would also love, if you're interested, I do include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. I typically post a few Leo videos a month. But thank you again, Leo. Finish out 2021 strong, and make sure you start off January 2022 on the right foot. Have a great month, and I will talk to you later.